Y'all probably heard about the field house that was built. Let me tell you, this is the old field house. As you can see, maybe one stall, two stalls are back there. You can see the showers and you can see how dirty it is. No matter how much acid wash you did or you try to clean it, it was still old. Our students didn't want to take showers in there. It's very small. There's no ventilation. There's no windows or anything in there. This is how embarrassing it was. Our competitors that would come to Edgewood wouldn't dress in the visitors' dressing room either. They would come already dressed. At halftime, they would stay outside. And if you went to the football games, you probably saw that. If you didn't, you probably don't know about it. But I'm telling you, they'll be outside. And at the end of the game, they just took off. Our students deserve best, folks. They deserve better than this right here. And this is what they got. Why? Because we believe in our students. We want to keep them involved. You know, if they're involved, after school, they're going to go to their activity, they're going to do their activity, they're going to get home, they're going to shower up, eat, and do their homework and go to bed. They don't have no time to get in trouble. If we keep them active, if we keep them in the ROTC, and if we keep them in the band, and if we keep them out there on the field, this is the dressing room now. Teams want to come and play here now. These are the showers, beautiful showers, also a handicap shower. You didn't see a handicap shower in the other picture. Those are for the students. Some might say, well, I mean, why do we need it? Or the administration. It's not administration. I'm never going to shower in there. I'm never going to get dressed in there. I'm never going to play on that football field. But let me tell you, all 12,000 of my students are. I want them marching. I want them in the flag corps. I want them in the ROTC. I want them playing sports because it keeps them out of trouble. And best of all, they're passing all their grades. No pass, no play. It's a beautiful thing. Next. Also the baseball field, the Memorial Baseball Field. When I first got here, they showed me the baseball field. If y'all remember the Memorial Baseball Field, there was like a 2-story press box falling down. The door has already been kicked in, and there was murero adentro. There were all sorts of stuff. And let me tell you, what they told me was, maybe we need to tear this down, clear it, and make it a parking lot. One of my questions was, where does Memorial practice? And they said, well, they practice here. I said, wow. They're not going to practice on something like that. Kennedy has a nice practice area, but Memorial didn't. So I'm all about making things fair. So we went ahead, we remodeled it, and it's a beautiful baseball field. It serves as two things. One, also that parking lot is used by our staffer, our baby staffer, our ECC baby staffer. As you know, there wasn't a fence there. People just kept crossing the street and all this, so we put a fence. We put a nice parking lot there. So in the mornings, parents go park there. There's only one gate, which is the gate that leads to the crosswalk, and they walk across safely. It was a dual purpose. Great. Modern athletic facilities. The scoreboard, as you can see, is also, it has really increased game attendance and also participation by our fans, but most of all, our students. Our students want to they want to do better so they can see themselves on the replay. It's not as big as Jones Stadium, trust me, But they like that, and it's good. If you saw the old scoreboard, some would say, well, how come we didn't keep the old scoreboard? First of all, I mean, we couldn't get it to work. There were some games that it would get stuck, and the officials had to take time on their watch. But why not? Why can't our students have that? Well, they are. And that's the way that scoreboard looks. Also, you see that Edgewood Veteran Stadium, the name has changed also. And also, we've added to the softball. Tiger Field out there by Perales, there was only one softball field there. Our softball girls were having to alternate on who was going to practice early and who was going to practice late. If you practiced late, you had to practice until it got dark. By the time you got home, by the time you showered up, and by the time you did your homework, you were looking at late hours. Why not build another one and have them both practice early? And having two, now you could have a tournament. Why us go to other tournaments when we could host our own tournament? And that's what we did. Just like with baseball, we hosted our own tournament. We have teams from out of town coming in, eating at our restaurants, spending their money at our restaurants, and spending money at our stores buying Gatorade and chips and all that. But also playing with our students, and our students won't have to travel and they'll be home early. This is the way the softball field looks like. We put canopies, we put a batting cage, and all. And folks, it's not for us. It's for the students. They're the ones that are going to be on there. They're the ones that are going to play and practice.